All right, let's just get right into it. If you're selling digital products or even just thinking about it, I'm willing to bet the number one question bouncing around in your head is where, right? Everyone talks about Etsy, but is it really the only place? Is it even the best place anymore? Well, today we're going to get a super clear, strategic answer on what's actually working.
Look, if you're an Etsy seller, this probably hits a little too close to home. This feeling is everywhere right now. This past year, it's felt particularly, well, brutal. We've seen algorithm changes that just tank your views overnight, fee increases that are constantly nibbling away your profits, and there's this constant low-level anxiety about what's coming next. Honestly, it is exhausting. And because it's so exhausting, the knee-jerk reaction is to just bail, to jump ship and find the next Etsy. But here's the twist. Just abandoning the platform altogether might be the single biggest mistake you can make. The real strategy, the smart play, is actually a lot more interesting than that. So let's break it down. First up, let's just call it what it is. We need to officially acknowledge why so many sellers are desperately looking for an escape hatch. You can't really find the right solution until you fully understand the problem.
And listen, this isn't just some vague feeling in the air. We're talking about real, concrete problems. You've got algorithm shifts that make your best-selling products just vanish from search, fees that seem to creep up every single year, and the scariest one of all, the random, unexpected shop suspensions that can shut down your entire income with zero warning. It really feels like you're trying to build a business on quicksand.
So with all of that going on, it's no wonder people are looking for other options. It totally makes sense. So let's take a look at the landscape. Where is everybody going? What are the main alternatives people are flocking to?
Okay, so first you've got the other marketplaces. Places like Creative Fabrica, which is laser focused on the whole design and crafting community. Then there's Creative Market, which is kind of the more high-end premium space for pro designers. And of course, Design Bundles, which is great for, you guessed it, bundling your products. But here's the common thread you're going to see. Yeah, they have a built-in audience, but man, those fees are steep. We're often talking around 30%. Ouch. And this right here, this is the heart of the matter. This is the fundamental choice every single seller has to make. On one side, you have the marketplaces, like Etsy. They hand you customers from day one, but you pay for that privilege with higher fees and way less control. Then on the other side, you have platforms you actually own, like a Shopify store. You get total control, lower fees, but, and this is a big but, you start at absolute zero. You're 100% responsible for finding every single person who visits your site. Now, that dilemma can feel completely paralyzing, right? So to make this whole thing way simpler, let's just reframe the entire conversation. Instead of getting overwhelmed by a giant list of platforms, let's just think about them in 3 simple strategic categories. I promise, this is the aha moment that's going to make everything click into place. So category 1, marketplaces. These are the ones we've been talking about, Etsy, Creative Fabrica, you name it. The key thing to remember here is they have the built-in traffic. So the strategy for this category is super simple. This is where you start. This is where you test your ideas, you validate your products, and you make your very first sales because the customers are already there waiting for you. Next up, category 2. These are your owned platforms. Shopify is the big one, of course, but Gumroad is a really great, simple alternative. Here, it's your world. You have total control. So what's the strategy? Well, you move here after you've already proven your products sell in category 1 and you've started to build an audience. This is your long-term home base, where you'll have the highest profit margins.
And finally, category 3. This is the hybrid option, and honestly, it's a fascinating new evolution in this space. Platforms like School are combining community, courses, and digital products all under one roof. So this isn't just about selling a one-off product anymore. It's about building a loyal customer base and creating recurring revenue. It's a really powerful way to think beyond just single transactions. Okay, so after laying out all these shiny new alternatives and this nice, clear framework for growth, we have to circle all the way back to where we started. Because, my friends, here comes the twist in our story, the surprising and incredibly powerful case for still using Etsy. I mean, this is the big question, isn't it? If there are all these other marketplaces, platforms you can completely own, why on earth would you still choose to start on Etsy in 2025 with all of its problems and frustrations? The answer? It comes down to one single powerful thing. Millions. We're talking millions and millions of shoppers with their credit cards already in hand, actively searching for products just like yours every single day. This isn't cold traffic you're trying to convince from a social media ad. This is a massive ocean of people who want to buy something. So what does that really mean for you? Well, it means you get immediate traffic without spending a dime on ads or building a social media following for years. It means for just 20 cents to list an item, you can find out if people actually want to buy your product. That validation is absolutely priceless. And you're tapping into instant credibility because buyers already know and trust the Etsy platform. It literally hands you a foundation that you just can't get anywhere else when you're starting from scratch.
And getting this requires a really critical mindset shift. See, most of us see those Etsy fees and we think, they're taking my money. But the strategic way to look at it is completely different. That fee isn't just a cost, it's a customer acquisition cost. You're not just losing money, you are paying for direct access to millions of customers who are ready to buy. When you compare that to what it costs to run Facebook ads or pay influencers, it's actually an incredible deal. Okay, so how do we pull all of this together into a plan you can actually use? Well, all of these pieces build into a very clear blueprint for growing a sustainable and yes, even a 7-figure digital product business. It's really a simple 3-step process. Step 1, validate on Etsy. Go where the customers already are and figure out what people actually want to buy from you. Step 2, build your email list. Every single sale you make is an opportunity to invite that customer into your world off of Etsy. And then step 3, launch your own site. Once you have consistent sales and a growing email list, then you expand to your own platform for maximum control and profit. Etsy basically becomes your customer finding machine.
And this right here brings us to the biggest mistake I see sellers make all the time. They get frustrated with Etsy, and then they immediately go launch on 3 other marketplaces and a Shopify site all at once. And what happens? They burn out. The real path to success is to master one platform first. Build your foundation on Etsy, get it working, and then strategically expand.
So that leaves us with this final critical question that I want you to think about for your own business. Stop thinking of Etsy as a place you're stuck or trapped. Instead, ask yourself this: is this platform my final destination, or is it the most powerful launchpad I have to build the business I truly want? I promise you, the answer to that question will change everything.